Hello everyone and welcome back to Trev Dog Gaming here on YouTube. We are now in episode 13 and this is 7 Days to Die. We have made a lot of progress off camera, mainly because I've had the flu and been off sick for a bit, but I really need to upgrade our food. That's the biggest issue. Under basic food, we still have 4 bacon and eggs in the cupboard and we've got 8 on us. We've got a few eggs, quite a bit of meat. We're not doing too bad, but as we progress through 7 days, I'd like to be able to move across to vegetable stew. So, in my skill points, I have been... where am I looking? In Fortitude, where we've got living off the land, I'm currently 2 out of 3. To get to 3 out of 3, all I need to do is to upgrade my Fortitude here, 1 point to level 5, and then I'm pretty certain it's 1 point just to fill in the farmer option as well. That way I can triple the harvest of wild or planted crops like it says there above. That is the way to go. That means that when I plant crops, I can grow more crops quite quickly. So, what I want to do is to show you where I am up to. Obviously, because I've been looting so much. Let's see. Just want to double check it's not really the best time of the night for doing this, but hopefully there's nothing up here. It's going to pounce on me. No wolves or bears or anything. Okay, doesn't look like it. Okay. Now, so I started to grab a fair bit of clay over here. Now I'll show you, because where I've started digging out, up here, this is really important because this is going to be where I'm standing here. If I look in that direction and then turn right angles that direction, all in this area in here, I'm going to cut this back and turn this into a base. So if I kind of move over to here a little bit, stand say here, if I look at the map, where I go underneath to the base underneath the ground, the mining base, this area should cover the top of that, and it will have basically reinforced concrete and then steel and all sorts of stuff. So this is going to look completely different, and this is kind of like the end goal, really. This is where we want to end up. Now, I've picked up a lot of clay, and we have, I wouldn't say a lot, but we do have a reasonable amount of rotten flesh, and that's something that you need for creating the vegetable patches. I might just cut a few more of these trees down. These are the ones that I'd planted earlier. It's pretty cool. You do get a fair bit of timber. There you go. Almost 500 timber from cutting down a couple of trees. But what I want to do is to keep using this steel shovel, which I found as well, which is really cool. Level 5. Could be level 6, so it could be better. But really happy with it, because look, I can just pick up so much clay so quickly. And all this has to be dug out anyway. So that was the plan, to have this base area above. But because we have to dig it all out, it gives us the opportunity to collect a lot of clay that we'll need for cooking up all sorts of stuff. So we do need it in the forges. But we actually need it for creating the vegetable patches, if I remember right. So there you go. Basically just over 1,000 clay, just from doing that really quickly. So what I might do, 7 days does not allow you to pick up something once you've put it down and move it somewhere else, not like some other survival games. So it is possible that we might put them over here and we won't worry too much about it. We can later on perhaps just look at sort of putting more veggie patches on the top of our base perhaps. As the game goes on, I'm bound to get more materials, so I can do that. But what we might do, actually it might be quicker with this guy, just clear a tiny little area up here, so not too far from our current tunnel entrance, I guess. And what we'll do is go get the ingredients to make some of these veggie patches. And we'll make some, bring them up. It's probably not a big deal doing it at night. It's not going to be that bad. I wouldn't be doing this on the Horde night, of course. That'd be nuts. But doing it now, yeah, shouldn't be a problem. I mean, it obviously depends on how long it's going to take to make them. See if I can leave that bird's nest and not touch it. So where's the entrance is way over there. So maybe in front of these campfires is certainly a better option. Between that and the sleeping bag, definitely. And I'm not going to have... I have a feeling, I think it's 10 rotten flesh per veggie patch. And I'm not sure how many I've got, between 100 and 150. So it's like I'm only going to be able to make maybe a dozen, would be a good guess. And that's a good start. It really is. Very, very good start. So, that is going to be the plan for this episode, to get stuck into making a start on the vegetable patches. So, okay. So that now that I've shown you a little bit of what's on the surface, and I have dug a little bit of an area in preparation for the vegetable patches, we're going to go over here. Okay, so in basic food, we've got... Oh no, we've got a fair bit. We've got over 160. Okay. So... I'll put this stuff back so it's out of the way. I must have put these seeds somewhere else. I can't even remember now. Okay, if I just type in here farm plot, wood, rotting flesh... Oh no, it only uses 5. Oh, cool. Thank you very much, Lee. Oh, so it's probably clay. Okay, hang on. Look, I've got an awful lot of clay from digging up there before, and I need a lot of nitrate. So let's just halve that and bring all that out. Now, what we could do is use these guys to make some as well. If I said farm plot and I went max, well, wow, okay. You know what I would really love to do then? Make 4 lots of 8. That's 32. So what I might do is, how about if we make 16 in this one, and then we make, max that, 16 in this one. Okay, so at the end of the day, did I grab it from resources? It was really the rotten flesh that was the limiter for us anyway, which is okay. So we'll get more over time, but that's an awful lot. So, okay, we will end up with a total of 32 plots. So, in terms of seeds, what would we use? So, we could take out a corn seed. We could take out 3 potato seeds, a blueberry seed, a coffee seed, a couple of yuccas. So how many have we got? 4, 5, 6. That's only 8. Wow. Okay, we can do a lot more. Alright, let's see how many we get. I don't think that makes any difference, even if I have upgraded, perhaps living off the land. I don't think it drops that at all. I'm pretty certain it doesn't. Okay, so what we could do, let's say make 7 and leave 6 of these behind. Potatoes, I think they're going to be the same, actually. Potato seed, 5, yeah, okay. Can only craft another 1. Alright. I think blueberries might be the same go, I think. Recipes. I can't even do it at the moment either. It takes 5, yeah, okay. Alright, well, we're well and truly going to have more plots than we have seeds. So at the moment I've got 12, 13, 14, I've got 16 seeds, and I'll have twice the number of plots. I guess, I mean, I could be planting goldenrod and chrysanthemum seeds, but I don't see the point, to be honest. I can't wait till I get a mushroom seed, because that would certainly be ideal, but I'd like to have perhaps something like 8 to 16 corn, 8 to 16 potatoes, and 8 to 16 mushrooms. Then that way I'm harvesting as much as I can, and then I can just mass produce the vegetable stew. So that's kind of the goal, really. Let's see. How long does it take for these guys to make? Oh, well, it's got 8 already. Well, 9. Wow. You know what? It's still early. Well, no, it's not really. It's not that early, Trev. Enough to get up there before 10 o'clock, I guess. As long as there's nothing in the way. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can put down some of these. Yeah, I could do it. I reckon I can do it. Make sure there's nothing up here. No horde has come running in at the last moment. Good, good, good. Alright, let's start this way. Go back. So maybe there, there, there. That's 6, 7, 8. And then if we leave a bit of a gap, another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that's right, I had 18, didn't I? Alright, so we can put an... is that the grass doing that? I think it is. No, it's the ground. Oh, you pain. You absolute pain. Alright, well, there's another 2 to start. Okay, so let's flick through this. So this guy can just be our corn to start with. So that's pretty straightforward. And then this guy can be half filled with potatoes. Okay. Then I guess we could just go with... I might do that and then just put the 2 yuccas at the end here. It's not like... oh, hang on. Yucca fruit needs a bit of clay, doesn't it? Not a lot, but does a bit. Okay. Alright, let's try that again. So we can put... how many do we need? Oh, that's yucca fruit. Oh, we don't have the seed. Oh. Okay, not a huge loss. But I've got, so what, 4 potatoes, and 8 corn, a coffee, and a blueberry. So at least that's a start. That's a start for our vegetable patches. And that will take, I don't know, maybe a couple of game days, 2 or 3 game days, and it'll be done. So that's not too bad. At least we've got that out of the way. And when they mature, like give us a couple of weeks in the game, and all of a sudden it will be flying along. Okay. Alright, it's a bit of a shame. I thought that was actually, that should be down here. It's not actually the seed. Alright, so back in resources, pop that back in there. I might put my fibre down here too. It's kind of, quite often don't really need it. Okay. How am I off for food and water at the moment? Probably not too bad. No, I do actually need a topping up for both. Yeah, I could probably go... no, wrong one. I could probably put this away. Just top that back up. Yeah, I won't worry, it'll be pretty close to full. Okay, so now we've got a veggie patch started. I might go back and just do a little bit more mining. I'm not sure if you've seen everything here either, so I might recap. Anything to do with the cars, like the wheels, batteries, engines, car components, is kind of more or less in this area. I did have one for electrical parts, so later on when we set up our base and we want the guys to be knocked off quite quickly by traps and what have you, then this is the area I'll be manufacturing them in. Eventually we'll put a chemistry bench here, so I've got one for shale and gasoline. I've got a fair bit of gasoline, 30,000, plus a bit on me and a bit in the bike kind of thing. In terms of engines, I did go out and did a bit of a run, so I've got, 7 there. I've got a few batteries, not a massive number, and a few wheels, a couple of wheels. Car components, not doing too bad. Things like, I guess, the bottle of acid, yeah, that could be better. But I've got a fair few mechanical parts and electrical parts, but it's very, very early days in terms of picking up materials for these guys. But at least we've got somewhere that's, a better position to put them in. And then I have, made sure that the kitchen area is set up and, ready to produce all these wonderful things, but nothing to put in the box at the moment. Yeah, so it's not looking too bad. These forges have really been, I guess, told just to use, max out on stone. I've been putting a fair bit of iron in there. In actual fact, I could. That one's got nothing to... Okay, so we might up these a little bit. Grab another piece of that, because I'd like to have, and also I really need to put an awful lot of clay into these as well and keep them chugging along. It's really important if you're going to use the timber to manufacture stuff, then you might as well keep them, running as efficiently as possible. Okay, let me think in terms of resources. Which one was it? See, that one had a fair bit of sand, so you can manufacture the water jars, but it doesn't have an awful lot of clay. So what I might do is swap. Probably don't need quite that much in there, but what I might do is swap out the stone for the clay. To me, that would be much better. And then give this a bit of time, and I'll be able to manufacture a whole bunch of water jars. So this will be my primary forge for manufacturing the jars. Right now I could make 100 pretty easily. Yeah, no, I think it's going up pretty quickly actually. Actually, how many water jars have we got? We could almost take over there a full stack. Could almost go over and grab 125, or at least 119 murky water and bring it back. So that's alright. But we're certainly not running out of red tea or goldenrod tea at the moment, so we're doing alright in that sense. Yeah, so basically I went this way, and I know there's a bit of nitrate, so I'll show you. There's a bit of nitrate just in this little area, so it's close by. I went down that way, I dug into there, and then eventually I realised I could get through to this iron mine just at the back here. So I came right round in a big loop. I came through here, where I'm looking, down there, and then I went a little bit further, and here it is. So this is actually where I've been mining most of my material. And I had a level 5 pickaxe, and then I found a level 6. So can't do much better than that. I didn't manufacture it, I actually found it, so that was very lucky. But oh my goodness, it just picks up so much material, and so quickly compared to the little tiny stone axe kind of thing. So there's over 1,000 already, and if you watch my XP, it goes up so quickly when you're harvesting material like this from a mine. if I kept doing this through the night, before I know it, I'll be at an extra couple of points that I can put into living off the land, and it will be done. Which is the perfect timing. That's exactly what I wanted to be able to do. Because we've got so much looting to do and so much fun to have in this city in particular, but this is still not the biggest city, so oh my goodness, I'm going to enjoy doing that. But this is the whole point. We want to set ourselves up really well, so we've got this really good foundation to work from. So it's going to be fun to get. And this base is looking pretty nifty, I think, even if I say so myself. It feels good, and it's got that, like I say, it's that warm and fuzzy feeling you like to have in survival games. And there's a few of them around that give it to you, I think. And 7 Days definitely does. I'm talking more about knowing that you've got enough resources to survive, and it starts to rain, and you can kind of chill inside your base that you've built. That kind of feeling. I get it, and I especially notice it, I guess, when it's a cold night and I'm sitting inside a little base with a fire going and so on. It's that kind of feeling. So, I think we just hit another point. So what are we? We are now level 40. We'll go back to Fortitude, and we have to add a point into here. And then living off the land now, it's 1 point. So there you go. Just have to work away at doing some mining. Earn that extra point. And then we've maxed out on what we're going to be doing in terms of trying to get our crops going. I don't just, mention it in the comments if you know anything different to that, but I think that's it. I don't think you can do anything more. And if you constantly cycle through that, I think that's still going to work. So you go up, plant your 8 plants with 8 seeds, and then you'll get a fair few crops back, enough to be able to generate the 8 seeds again, but you'll also have some produce as well, and that's what you want to keep doing. Just every couple of days go up and get a full load of produce, crops, while you can also return with all the seeds to keep it going over and over again. So that's the plan. So I'm about 25% of the way towards getting that point already. That has not taken very long at all. So I'll see if we can we might as well do this, because at least that way I'll know for a fact that not only have we got a good start in terms of building those veggie patches, but we've also maxed out what we needed to be as efficient as possible in growing the crops and harvesting them, I suppose. Yeah. Just as well I've got a mining helmet on so I can see what I'm doing at the moment. Because if I didn't, I'd be running through an awful lot of torches. And I know everyone can still see, certainly still see what I can see in terms of hanging out in the mine and trying to mine as much stuff as I can. Don't you love my stamina? Absolutely fantastic. It's not moving around much. Perfect for doing this. So I have got minus 69 and maxed out. I haven't actually touched cardio. I've got sexy T-Rex up, definitely. Pretty certain that's maxed, but I haven't done anything else. And I might take some golden rod tea if I saw the need to. But to be honest, at the moment, I don't really see the need to. I'm doing really well out of this at the moment. I suppose if I start to get thirsty and that, maybe I will. So where are we? We're up to, I don't know, 2/3, 3/4 of the way through to another point. Which is going to be absolutely fantastic. So I think during the day, the plan will be, I go out and see if I can loot some really cool stuff at certain POIs, definitely. But during the day, this stuff will be, the veggie patches that is, will be generating new veggies all the time without me even being there. So that's the beauty of it. You know, before you know it, you've got more veggies again to come back to and harvest. So I really love that idea. And I love using those workbenches to manufacture stuff too. That way, you know, I didn't have to sit there making them in my own inventory. I can just let the workbenches do it for me. Which is a pretty efficient way of doing it, I think. Okay, we're almost there. Probably over 90% of the way there. It's only early hours of the morning, and those workbenches probably would have finished, well and truly by now, would have finished making the farm plots. So in the morning, just stop and have a look, see exactly where I am in the line. We can go up and add those extra farm plots in as well. There you go. Just finish off this little bit just here. So that's pretty amazing, I think. Excuse me. So, where's our other point now? There you go, living off the land. There you go, we're maxed out. So, we can now triple the harvest of wild or planted crops. Which is absolutely fantastic. How much did I get? Oh my goodness, almost 4 stacks of iron. You know what? Can't argue with that. That's pretty good. So that'll keep the forges going for quite a while, I think. Let's have a look. So we can max out that. Max out that guy. That is just sitting on stone. Put a full stack of iron in there. That's almost finished doing that too. Okay, alright, I'll tell you what I might do. Throw these up the top. Yeah, because they've got so much stone in them, I'm going to start making a fair bit of cement. Yeah, they've all got a fair bit, eh? Take the bottles out while I have the chance. And 1,000 cement. So I'll end up putting all the cement along the top of this construction box. And then very, very soon, we're going to be manufacturing the 4 cement mixes so we can start creating concrete. Okay. So what I might do, leave one behind, so I can go and fill 118 in the morning. So that will be pretty good, I think. Just let me have a quick look. Go through and just fix up whatever I can. Some of these definitely can just use a repair kit to fix, but I won't fix them now because they're probably only close to halfway through. So that's been pretty good. Let's go and have a look and see. That's finished. And that's finished. So we've got another 14 of these farm plots we can put down. We can fill up the water. Excuse me, what else can we do? Probably not a lot. I could go out, I could just start mining, I guess. I think I did get a fair few more books in here as well. Haven't put anything in there. Have a few miscellaneous things. So in terms of what I've read, I've got an awful lot more to go. So needle and thread just needs one more. The only one that's missing is crafting a leather duster. Ranger's Guide to Archery, I've got 2 missing. So crafting flame arrows and crossbow bolts. and also sneak attacks have a 20% greater chance of knockdown. And Spear Hunter. So I still have 3 to go on that one. So I should, that should be another thing too, I could go out and start reading through as many of these letterbox, or opening up as many letterboxes as I can, so I can grab as many books out and start learning as many of them as I can. I think that's probably not a bad idea either. Okay. How did I go for food and water? I was mining for quite a while, so another bacon and eggs. Actually, I might do this over here from here, because actually that's not so bad. If I use these up, it'll bring me up to 120 bottles. There you go. Not bad at all. Alright, so I might have to leave that here for this episode, but now we're up to the point where we're going to start swapping over from consuming a lot of the basic food like bacon and eggs to the vegetable stew, but it will take quite a few days, perhaps 20 days in the game to get completely moved across. I can make a few more bacon and eggs, another, 3 there. But yeah, everything's looking really good. Lots and lots of resources being burnt up. Next episode, we might end up moving into making the cement mixes so that they are in place. Because there's actually, there's a reasonable amount of stone still here that I can turn into crushed sand. There is a little bit of concrete mix that I simply picked up. I didn't make it, so actually there you go. That was in the wrong place. I might leave these over here. And then as these go through and manufacture the cement, I can put them up the top there. Okay. Alright everyone, well, I'll leave the episode here. We're getting there. I'm absolutely enjoying this. I think the base is looking quite cute down here. Fair bit of space to move around and do everything. I'm looking forward to expanding it, and it's a little bit further down the track, but really looking forward to doing a massive base on the surface up there. I think that's going to be fantastic. Alright, if you like this episode, please help the channel out by smashing the like button. Otherwise, if you want to see more notifications of more content when they come out on the channel, by all means subscribe. Alright, thanks everyone. Cheers.